Feels like forever since I've done this. G'day, legends. TJC Sports here. Welcome back to another NRL live stream reaction. Yes, I'm aware we've missed last nearly 2 rounds. Not quite, because this is the last game, technically, of round 12, legends. My bad. Just been totally swamped. We were meant to stream yesterday as well, but the vlog just... lots of editing to it. By the way, that'll be out not too long after this live stream is finished for those that are interested in that. That should be pretty good. I'm looking forward to getting that one out there. What a fun win that was. Truly special. Finally getting 2 wins in a row on the board, legends. Shout out to everybody in the chat here. Hello. Make sure to hit that like button, share the stream around, and subscribe if you're new. Liam Pritchard jumps in. Liam, it's been a little bit, buddy. And he says, I'm on my way to Alaska. Alaska. Dang, bro. You're doing a bit of a Simpsons movie one, aren't you? Then I'm going to Vancouver, then back home for the 2nd of June, Tyler. 2nd of June, awesome. You'll be right nearly there for my birthday. I'm on the 17th when I turn 20 years old this year. I try not to think about that too much, though, as I don't feel 20. I still feel about 15 at heart, legends. 2nd of June, been fantastic, and I'll see you. I can't wait to see you at the next Para home game, Liam. I think we play the Titans in our next home game. Next home game, because next week we play at CommBank, but it's not home, it's Panthers. Brianna says hi. Hello, Brianna. Welcome to the stream, legend. Good to have you here. Mel, legend right back at you, Mel. Congrats on your win, Tyler. Is it win number 4? Well, I'll tell you right now, absolutely it is. Our 4th win and our 2nd win in a row. Mate, the goal next week is just make it free. Make it free in a row. We're building, okay? We finally have proven that it's not impossible to win without Momax. Finally. That was the big takeaway from the Manly game. Parramatta proved that they don't need Moses to get the job done. Does he help a great deal? Absolutely. But is he the be-all and end-all? Well, I guess not anymore. Felt so good. And you know what feels even better? Look at that ladder. Look at that ladder. Who's that in last place? Who's that on last place? They must be an easy team that we have to face next week. The Panthers. Ooh. Looking pretty bad right now, aren't they? Looking pretty bad. In my defense, I'm not going to be able to say that much this year. So good. So good. You been to Parramatta Stadium Friday? Yes, legend. I never miss a game at Parramatta Stadium. Good stuff. You know what else is good stuff, Mel? Your tipping outside of, I think you got one tip wrong, but your tipping has been insane, which is why I'm relieved that I'm on the same side as you tonight with tipping. Mel, you may be a jinxie jinx with a lot, but not with your tips this round. For some reason, this is the jinxie round where most of Mel's tips seem to come true, no matter what I want to say about them. There's just no avoiding it at the moment, legends. My New South Wales Cup side won their 6 in a row today. 6 in a row. Whoop, whoop. Hey, I'll be crying when I get 6 in a row, legend. I'll be crying. Speaking of crying, we are trying right now not to cry with how close we are to 5K, legends. Only about 30 subs away now, legends. Make sure to hit that like button and sub if you haven't yet as we chase that. Should be an exciting one. Raiders and Warriors tonight. Obviously, big fan bases between them. I'd argue Warriors a little bigger, but you can't deny Canberra Raiders' dedicated fan base here. I'm leaning towards Warriors personally based on the fact that it's their home game, but I can't rule out the Raiders possibly doing something here. To be fair, though, there's a reason they're called the Faders. Bunny Sky behind the scenes says, yo, Bunny Sky, welcome to the stream, mate. Next week, Eels will win once again, same as last time. I like to hear that, George. I like to hear it. Hopefully it happens. Mate, cross my fingers and hope for it. In terms of lineups here, as they run out onto the field, the Warriors line up with Charles Nickel-Klokstad at fullback, with Dallin Watenya-Zalesniak and Roger Tuivasa-Sheck on the wings. Ali Leatua and Adam Pompey will be your centres, with Chanel Harris-Tavita and Luke Metcalf in the halves. Bunty Afoa and Murata Niokore, the props, great props there, and Wade Egan at 9. Kurt Catewell and Leka Halasima are in the second row with Aaron Clark at lock. What an underrated signing Aaron Clark has been from the Warriors. That has been terrific. Jackson Ford, Tamari Martin, Jacob Laban, and Dimitri Vamolga are your interchange. Tanner Boyd is 18th man today. Maybe we'll see Tanner Boyd play for the Wars. Weeks lines up at fullback for Raiders, the away side, with Tamale and Savage on the wings. Tesmoko and Sebastian Chris are your centres. Ethan Strange and Jamal Folgati in the halves. Corey Horsburgh and Joseph Tarpany, your props, with Tom Starling at number 9. Simi Sasagi and Zach Hosking are the second row. Morgan Smithies at lock. Owen Patty, Noah Martin, Josh Papali'i, and Atta Mariota are your interchange. Jed Stewart lines up in the 18th man position. Tanner Boyd versus Jed Stewart. I might actually lean towards Tanner Boyd in that 18th man battle. Andrew Webster versus Ricky Stewart, the battle of minds here. The referee, we're waiting on him before we kick off the first half here. I got fingers crossed myself on Friday. I think we both got our fingers crossed, legends. Wires are trying to make it 6 in a row with this one. Well, Mel, wouldn't that be huge for you? 6 in a row. Mel's not confident. It's okay, Mel. Just deep breaths. Deep breaths as the game kicks off. The showdown of the cold and the home. Here we go, Warriors. Through the left side here. Evening, legends. Evening, Jason Reno. Welcome to the stream, mate. Good to have you here, bro. Good Arvo. Happy Sunday, legends. This is a huge game, especially for the Wires to catch the Dogs. Oh, especially for the Wires to catch the Dogs. I hope the Wires catch the Dogs. I'm bitter with the Dogs right now, especially now that they've reportedly beaten us to Galvin. Ian, through the middle now. Short pass to the left here. He backs his second rower to run on forward now. And to the ground he'll go. Warriors just taking off here. A bit of speed here to open up, but they're going through the middle. A bit too predictable with that speed. Sometimes it's not about how quick you do it. It's how you perform it. You know, sometimes it's the execution of such speed. Collected by Tamale almost too easily there. Like a magnetic connection, the ball and him. Call him Magnet Tamale instead of Sevilio Tamale. Christian, I'm good tipping Wires. I feel it seems like we've got a few people tipping Wires. In fact, I actually forgot because it's kind of get pretty tight. But you know, let's put it up on the board here, legends. Draw Raiders Warriors. Put your tip. Boom. Alrighty, legends. That's up to you now with the poll and all that. Geez, YouTube streaming. Mate, it's been long enough that they're giving me updates on new stuff they've done. I'm taking a look at it right now. I've never understood no-look passes. To the right now, unless you're desperate. DWZ. Just watch his trickery around the ruck today. Then back through. And there's Leotawa just trying to squeeze through. Couldn't quite, though. Goes to the ground here. For those going TJC, maybe, where's your hat? Wondering. Well, this is the hat you're going to be seeing for the next few streams. Origin time is almost upon us, legends. We will be streaming those on the channel. Parramatta Eels are playing Sunday, 1st of June. This is Sunday coming. They play. And I will be cheering them on, legend, against the Penrith Panthers. New Zealand Warriors defending here. Kayo Weeks, second per kick to insane stats there for him. Raiders to Smoko, goes back through the left here. Tamale trying to fend them off once again here, but just not strong enough there, mate. If you think you're gonna win a physical contest against the Warriors, what are you doing? What do you actually think you're doing? Who's excited? I'm excited, legend. I know you're back, bro. I said hi to you. I said hi to you, bro. Hello. I'm looking forward to Roosters vs Raiders next week, says Jason Reader. I'm looking forward to it too, mate. I'm sure. But you know what I'm especially looking forward to? Winning Battle of the West. To Smoko. Goes around. Yes, and I'll be cheering as well, watching on TV. Good to hear, Browner. Every version of support is good. The hard-working Morgan Smithies on the ground here on the 10-meter. Fogarty, it's a 6 again call here. No, there's no 6 again call actually for them here. No, there is a 6 again call. That is a mix of reception. 6 again to the left now. Fogarty short, and Tamale absolutely messes that up. Poor pass, poor collection, and on the first tackle of that set, they're going to mess it up, and it's going to go back to the Warriors. You see it too often in this game. Excitement gets the better of them. Execution not there as much as ambition. Bunty Afoa with the ball now to play us out for the Warriors again here. I'm more than ready, Bunnies guy. More than ready. Cannot wait to stream it on the channel. And I don't think you guys can either. It's going to be legendary. Through to the left here. The Warriors almost taking off there with Ali Leatua. Round the middle then, Charles Klukstad. Rumours this could have been his last season for the Wars. Through to the right. Short. They're spinning around here. Get it over to their supporting number 11, Halasima. Back through the middle here. Yes or no, Wars Kit Legends? Well, it may be a little biased for me, but I actually really liked your black skate. Like, when you had black as one of the predominant things, I really liked it, personally. I know it was a bit similar to the International, but, you know, I really like the kit, personally. Blacks and whites, they just go really well together for me. You know, I've seen a lot worse from clubs in the past. I like it. Raiders thinking that one through, getting over to the 40 here before going down. Starling, and they're just going around here through the middle. Tamale, Bunty Afoa works with Egan to get him down. Their second rower in support of it. Egan won't be on side for this set here, and they take advantage as Sebastian Chris runs through the middle. And Sebastian Chris Hort on it. Ex-Warrior designed it. Well, then that's why it looks so close to home for the Warriors, right? Good pick, I say. And, we got a penalty blown for the Warriors here. Hosking just trying to make the catch there, failing to it. And now the Warriors get the ball in the most fortunate of ways. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck here. Obviously, one of the most iconic Wars currently, especially with SJ's retirement. They take the penalty. Now over to the 30 here. Riley did so good. Riley always does good, Brianna. Already read that. My bad. One funny thing about streams is sometimes you read things again accidentally. Remember to hit that like button if you're enjoying Legends, and some of you do. 5K. Let's get to 5K in the next week or two. Now Harris Tavita. He takes the tackle there. Had a period away from the Warriors before coming back. Obviously had his injury, took a bit of a medical break. And this year he's really found consistency. Probably his first bit of consistency ever since that break. Metcalf leading around here. I believe he leads the Dally M potentially. Kicking it in the air over to the left side here. And caught around by the Raiders here. Back in it. And Tamuka is able to retrieve possession for the Raiders here today. You got to be careful with that first tackle after you kick chase. Can always be very deadly here. Doesn't end up the case there, luckily enough for them here. Apologies, Legend. It's just not a priority for me right now, as I've got a lot going on here. But we will remove your thing. We will remove your thing. Don't worry about that. It's you know, the priority is actually keeping the channel running, and that's you know, it takes time to edit and get things up and all that. Permissions, moderation. Where are you? Hidden users. And there you go. No, it's all good, buddy Sky. There you go. I believe that should be good. I believe you've been removed from the band. If it doesn't work, we'll have to wait till another thing. Dean Hawkins was brilliant for Parramatta on Friday. Absolutely, he was. What was it, like 3 or 4 try assists? He was unbelievable. You know what he went? He was told all week, you're not Mitchell Moses, your team's losing. And he went, you know what? I'm not Mitchell Moses. I'm Dean bloody Hawkins. And he showed that, all right? First grade, you have to be pretty good to get there for the most part. And he did it, all right? He did it. He showed his worth that game. Yes, I can see your comment, buddies, guys. So it did work. Great. There we go. All right, Canberra here. After a pause, we'll have one last play. Under 10 metres away. Raiders. Could we see the first try of the game from this? Canberra batting it backwards. Warriors end up with it, but the ref blows his whistle so fast here for a penalty to Canberra. RTS appeals the decision, but the referee says no deal, no go. Raiders are going to have this one. All good, buddy Sky. Carry on. William Hunt jumps at the chat and says Jesse Arthurs of the Maroons team gate is in Queensland Maroons. I believe he's in the extended bench, William, but he is there, isn't he? Honestly, I'm really impressed. I would have put Jesse Arthurs in the team before I would have thought that he'd put Robert Toyer there, but I'm not going to complain, all right? Robert Toyer's, I feel like he's a story waiting to happen. It'll go one or two ways. Either he's not quite ready and people will criticize Billy to no end when he makes a lot of errors under pressure, or people will call Billy a genius when he ends up playing brilliantly. And I like to think the latter, as that's what Queenslanders do. I'm tipping Owen for this round. Oh my God, poor dude. Hey, the only reason I'm doing okay is because I tipped Para. All right? That's the only thing that really helped me. Hello, CEO. Welcome to the stream. Where's your... Why? Hey, Walshy Edits. Welcome, mate. And they're blowing the whistle here. You got to wonder if they've got to eventually concede and maybe take the 2 here. Not really sure right now. Horsburgh. Around the middle here. Getting around, full of confidence. Down he goes. I don't know about Val Holmes on the wing over Murray Taulagi. I don't know about that either, William Hunt, but also you're a Cowboys fan, brother. I think that Val Holmes is purely based on the fact that he's got that loyalty, you know? I feel like not all players have got that, but Val is one of those ones that just has that. That's fair enough, CO. All good, mate. Welcome to the stream as CO now. Nothing like a little flesh wound there. And he goes down, DWZ here. Horsburgh off him. And then through to the left here, Shamrock, we got RTS. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck now. And it's a penalty for the Warriors here. Oh, my goodness, Raiders. Do better. Penalty given away now. And there we go. It takes a lot of confidence to do that. I tipped Raiders here, says CEO. I tipped Warriors, Legend, so we'll see how it goes. Hey, the para tip was correct for me. Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. We can't win without Moses and Lomax. Isn't that what people said? We can't win without Moses and Lomax. Buntiafoa. Through to the right. Warriors equaled their best start ever to a season. Through the middle. Same amount of wins as their 2002 team right now. Down on the ground. Chance Nickel-Klukstad here. Back around. Buntiafoa. Heavily linked to Parramatta in the off-season. Never ended up happening. Egan. Played by Bunty this time. Clark. Over. Here we go. Metcalf is so dangerous. But the Raiders managed to keep him away there. Down on the ground this week. Probably got more than one wrong this week. Finally, CEO. Finally. I would have definitely picked Kate Willell-Gago over to any day of the week. You never know, buddy Sky. You never know, but fair enough, right? We're not Billy Slater. We're not Billy Slater. Billy, I trust still. He has been brilliant for Para. He has been, Liam. He has been. He's been a great rookie fullback. He's got a high potential that far exceeds anyone we've had in that fullback position in a long time. RTS. Examination of Canberra. Here we go. They go through the middle. Getting dragged down there. Warriors. First tackle here. Raiders have to be getting close to warning territory. That's a 6 again. First tackle. Nickel Klukstad takes the tackle to the ground here. And the ref does it. The ref blows his whistle finally. Too many 6 agains. All right. Tapani's being warned. He's doing borderline sin bin offences, apparently. And Warriors have a decision to make here. Tapani's not happy. Tapani's not happy with that one. He doesn't like that decision one bit. Oh, good, CO. All good, mates. Hey, I just seen Parrot up bottom anymore. Sure. No, we're not, legend. No, we're not. Enjoy the spoon, Panthers. Enjoy the spoon. You can win without 6 first graders, or is that just my WAS team? Hey, that might just be your WAS team, but Parrot can win without 2 first graders, I guess, right? That's what we'd say. But he's going to tell us, let's just play footy. Hey, I wouldn't look at it as any more as them trying to be passionate, but I agree. Just play your footy, Tarpany. Play your footy. Whatever you're saying, the ref's not going to let it through to you. Be quiet, Tarpany. I get excited for State of Roger Game 1 next week. I do too, Liam. Can't wait for it, mate. But you and I will be enemies that day. We'll be enemies that day. Metcalf, living up to his immense potential this year, waiting for the kick to make them 2-0 leaders. He's got it. He's got it. 2 and oh, there we go. The Canberra Faders. I would say if there was anything for them to fade off of. Unfortunately, it was just all bad so far. Gee, happy you'll win too, Jesse. Oh, more than happy, legend. The vlog will be coming out within the hour after this stream. So for you legends that are interested in that, make sure that you check that out after this, all right? But have your notifications on, fully ready. Maybe even double check because YouTube doesn't always notify you. Trust me. It was a very fun one to do. It just took a bit of editing because unfortunately, I had a lot of other stuff that arts channel related that I had to do, and it just kind of all came together. TJC had some in the head things, and just it took sorting out. But we're good now. We're good. We're good boys. We're good brothers and sisters and others or whatever. Good to know you're excited, legends. Warriors relishing that 2-point lead. They go to the left here and almost taking on Puppy! He gets to the 40. And then Chanel Harris-Davida round the right here. Aaron Clark, underrated signing for the Wires this year. The Maroons wheel looks so cool. It is Buddy's guy. I just wish that they released it while I was in Brisbane. I just wish, man. Tyler, did you enjoy the Parramatta's win over Manly? Liam, it was like my birthday come early. In fact, that's the greatest punishment about this year, that there's no footy on my birthday. I'd watch Bulldogs Manly on my birthday just to have a game on my birthday. It sucks. That's all good. That's all good, CO, mate. That's all good, CO, mate. I don't really. I've got so much going on right now that I don't really mind with that. You know, you do that at your own pace, man. That doesn't really. It's not really one of the priorities on my mind right now. So there's really no pressure there, CO. DWZ's mullet is glorious. William, don't say that too close. Some people might hear you. Through the middle here. Held back. Wade Egan to Clark. Clark crosses over, held in front of the line here. Egan, dummy from Chanel Aristobita, almost around here. Chanel Aristobita held on the ground. Tabuko trying to defend. Pompey there. Pop by Pompey. Pops one, looks for the offload as he knows he's going out. And he doesn't break out. There you go. And that was a good effort from the Warriors. But Bunny drops in Queenslander, brother. We'll be doing that. Legends, you've got a very, very busy week of content, all right? Because I know to make up, because I know I've been a little slack, all right? I know I've been a little slack. There's no use denying it, right? So today you've got this stream, Paramanly vlog, and then on Tuesday you have Origin Game 1 predictions, all right? Nothing tomorrow, but the day after, all right? Origin Game 1 predictions. And then on Wednesday you have Origin Game 1 stream. All right. And then on the Thursday, you get round 13 predictions. And then Friday and Saturday are streams. And then on top of all of that, Monday, all right, you will get the Penrith Panthers versus Para vlog, all right? Because obviously Sunday won't be doable streaming because I'll be at the game. So, but you know, you are stacked for content coming up on this channel in the next week. Totally good that Panthers are last and not Para. So good, Liam. So good. Raiders, Bogarty, over to the right here. And Roger Tuivasa-Sheck manages to collect it there, wobbling to the ground here. RTS around here. RTS on the ground. DWZ, don't worry, Zalesniak. That's his name, legends. Don't worry, Zalesniak. That DW couldn't stand for anything else. Back around here. Warriors just going about their business at the moment. Getting the job done. That's all you need to do. 2-0 right now, though. We would want a try soon. We don't want a soccer score in this game. You watch. It'll end 2-1, legends. It'll end 2-1 with how this is going right now. So far on the poll, 40 votes. 40 votes, guys. This stream, we only set up the poll during it. So 40 votes. Jeez, you guys are crazy. 80% going with Warriors, 20% going with Raiders. I am shocked when it's only 2-0 after 20 minutes that nobody's going with draw. You cowards. You cowards. I have no fear calling Moldens cowards. Starling. Horsebro. Bogarty. So we go around Weeks here. And Weeks spun around to the ground. He goes down. And that was just great defense there from the Warriors. The Raiders, they tried to spin it up here, go around, doesn't work out. They're playing almost like they've watched each other train here. It's a good kick there, and Chance collects it in the air here. I'd be putting my arm up about, did he touch him in the air there? The referee says no, but I'm not certain about that one. I think he pulled out soon enough. I think that's what it is, but he definitely touched him while he was in the air, I feel. And the Raiders coming in quick here, giving them no room to move with. And this is Kurt Kate round the left. Round to the right. Catewell, former Panther, former Bronco, current Warrior, and current Mel's least favourite player, I'm convinced. What a great kick there, and it ends up with Savage. He spins around here. To the ground they go. No, it was actually Weeks. And then through to the left here to Marley, trying to fend them off. Grabbed by the collar here and shucked onto the ground there in a chokehold. Hey, you could argue that was high potentially from the Warriors. The Raiders getting unlucky there a little bit, you could say. Sebastian Chris around here. Kurt Catewell, isn't it? You're like, get the Aussies out of here when you're losing. Get the Aussies out of here. All right, but a break for Bunty, who's off the field. Obviously has had his struggles getting first team action. Feels like he deserves it. Good for him to be getting it there. Chancing on Clockstead, breaks through it all. They trip over 30, 40, halfway line. It's up to Weeks to stop him. And Weeks does. The last line of defense saves the day there for them, but the speed is on Warriors' side. Momentum with them. Metcalf takes off through the middle here, and Metcalf held on the 30 here. Short to RTS. Roger to Avasa-Sheck. They win 6 again here. The New Zealand Warriors are on. The New Zealand Warriors are on. Egan, short from the left here. Ford using his speed there. Ford held back. Here comes the one, says William Hunts. The low ball to the right. Metcalf around. That was probably the most simplistic run of the set here. Metcalf on the ground, but sometimes the simplest of plays lead to the best. And just taking them on his board here, and then 6 more for Warriors. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Egan to the left. Chanel Harris to beat a Pompey, and RTS. He gets it down potentially there for the Warriors. 6-0. The score here. The referee gives it. The bunker might want to review it for any knock-ons, but I reckon we have another try. Here we go, our first of the night there, and it's the Warriors is at home. 6-0 with a kick to come now to make it 8-0. And I knew it. I just knew it. The home advantage is lifting this team up to their uniquely high heights. And with their heritage on full display, will we see Roger Tuivasa-Sheck and his Warriors win this game? Or will the Raiders become the exact opposite of their nickname, the Faders, and get it over the line? The crowd going wild. Lol, true that. I knew it, Mel. I knew it. I mean, I'll be honest, he wasn't the most popular at the Pars either. I think at Broncos he was somewhat liked, I guess, Kate. Well, I wouldn't know. I wasn't exactly supporting them. RTS sweating bricks right now. 15 minutes to go in this first half right now. Only 3 days to go till Origin, Legends. And in that time, 2 vids to go. The one today and the prediction video for Origin. Both coming out in due time, Legends. Metcalf. Wide out for the kick here. Stay tuned for Sunday and Tuesday, as well as Wednesday. Plenty of content. And that's a terrific kick there. Metcalf, ladies and gentlemen. And the Warriors make it 8-0 against the Raiders here. There's just nothing to fade right now from the Raiders. Usually they give themselves something to lose first. What a try. CNK is a man on a mission against his former team. He is, William. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, former Canberra Raider, Charles Clockstad there. He's on a mission right now to absolutely tear apart his former team, and he's doing it there. Metcalf is becoming a big head, said he wants to be captain. Right. Hey, you never know. You never know. If he keeps living up to the expectations he's doing 4 years, give him a year or two. Who knows? Maybe, Mel. Maybe. But sometimes playing ability isn't all it is to being a captain. Warriors sticking to their strengths here. 8-0. The running game, the passing game, they've got it all over the Raiders right now. Tarpany's already on warning for his performance in this game. In an interview I saw, I think he's SJ 2.0. He just might be, Mel. He just might be SJ 2.0. Isn't it crazy to know that he was not even a WAR to begin with? You know, I feel like that's the craziest thing about Luke Metcalf. I think he was a Cronulla junior. I don't fully remember the exact club, but I think it was Cronulla. Yeah, played for the Cronulla Sutherland Sharks. I'm actually going from Cronulla. He's literally had the exact opposite career of Adam Fanua Blake. Literally. Raiders, Tamale. On the 30 here. Goes to the right. Savage. Get rid of Metcalf. Mel Cowboys could use him. No. You get rid of, all right? Give him to Para. All right, bro? Give him to Para for 26. Okay? Trust me. He can win a premiership with us, and then he can come back to you, all right? Break our drought. One and done, right? One and done. Give it to us. Give it to us, Metcalf. Through to the right. Fogarty. Hits it in the air to the right. A good kick there. If I was Warriors, I'd be fighting with my life to keep him. And Raiders trip over again. Constant tripping. Catewell around here. Runs alone. Kurt Catewell. And through the middle, they take off Metcalf. On the line, fighting over there. What strength from Strange to get him back. And then to the right side here. Harris to Mita. The number 6 goes down. Then to the left. Through the middle here. Look who Halasima there. Egan now. Looking to play the ball. And it's a penalty for the Warriors. Look out. He's gone. He's gone. They were warned. They were warned. Corey Horsburgh's in the bin. The bin. Tapani's fuming. And the ref is telling him how it is. He is done, though. Horsburgh is gone. SEO, just upload it whenever you like, mate, and I'll put it on my story. Doesn't really matter to me, Legend. Doesn't really matter to me. It's not really my channel. It's more so your channel, bro, with my likeness. Deary me, says Mel. Deary me. Big Boyd wants his spot and could get it. You think? Mel, I thought you said with me Tanner Boyd painfully average, and now he's going to take Metcalf's spot? Crazy, Mel. Tarpany, shut your cake hole. Alrighty, through we go here. Hamstring problems earlier in the year for the Warriors. They're good now, right, at the moment. It was actually a good pass. It just wasn't in the right direction, really. A bit of a let-off there for the Raiders. 11 and a half minutes to go first half. Well, you don't want to be chasing points in these conditions right now. It doesn't look like the best conditions there for them. And to the 2% that voted draw, you are the bravest ones on the stream here. You should be proud of your tip, all right? Round to the right. Raiders for another 8.5 minutes without a man. This could prove costly for them if they're not careful when the Wars get the ball. Then again, we've seen it many times in the past. Sometimes going a man down is what lifts a team. Could the Raiders be that? Papali'i. Through to the right here. Held back. Starling. Fogarty. Oh, look at that. It's a good high kick there. And now the Warriors looking to take Raiders out of play. He loses that forward. The wind getting much stronger. The rain absolutely pouring. And Canberra in the wet are going to have a splish, splash, and dash in the defense to stop it. They don't want any more damage done on the scoreboard. 8-0 is okay enough. They don't want it to get any worse than that in this weather. Even if it clears up, that field ain't changing what it's gotten. Once that kind of weather happens, the field will be wet the whole game. Come on, Raiders. Come on, Raiders, mate. Come on, Raiders. Well, actually, how dare you? I tipped Warriors. Through to the right. Back around here. Kept away from it. Wade Egan now. And their working defense is looking fine right now, Raiders. And they forced an error from the Warriors. Harris Tavita loses it. A bobble. Maybe the wet weather's getting to the Warriors. 8-0 is such a small lead, to be fair, Legends. While it's felt like a very dominant display from the Warriors, 8-0 is so easy to lose. I'm not even sure where... Yeah, he lost that there, but, like, I feel like there was a hand in there that kind of forced it from the Raiders. I'm not a huge Boyd fan, but he has impressed in Cup. Well, that's good to know, Mel. That's good to know. If he's impressed in Cup, that's a great sign, isn't it? That's a great sign for you, Legend. In the future of this one. Give me a second. 3 days till Origin 1. I'm just going to plug in the laptop here so that that doesn't provide any issues during the stream here, Legends, because yes, I do this on a laptop, and yes, that laptop sometimes can have a really funny battery, you know, despite being all right as a battery. It can have a really funny battery with how it decides to run. Raiders through the middle. They take off Tom Starling. Tom Starling. 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 Absolutely taken off in that one there. The number 9. You stream at Origin or vlogging? Streaming, Legend, most of them. We might vlog Game 3. We'll see. We might vlog Game 3 or 2. Well, probably not 2, actually. That's in Perth. Yeah, we'll do Game 3 probably, Legend. We'll be doing Game 3 for a vlog, but the other 2 should be streamed on the channel. Depends, really. If it ends up being a meaningless one, it'll be just streamed probably. But, yeah, we'll probably do Game 3 vlogged and the other 2 streamed. First game's 100% streamed, though. No, says Mel. No. 8-4 right now. And you got to think, surely from Brian Fogarty, Manly bound next year will get this one. Playing his final year for the Canberra Raiders. I'd be absolutely gutted if I was a Raiders supporter. Deep breaths from him. Also, there's a new kid on the block called Hanson. He's going to be a handful. Man, I'll keep an eye out, Mel. I'll keep an eye out. And if he gets named to play in the halves in the next few years, I guess I'm putting Hanson straight in my super coach. Well, if New South Wales win the first 2 games, we'll stream all 3, Legends. That's what will happen. Hopefully, though, we get it decided, because that's when the best series occur, Legend. And it won't happen because Queensland's winning all 3, bro. It's the battle of Boyd and Hanson. So, Mel, as a Warrior, is the talk that they're going to re-sign Metcalf, or is he actually going to sign somewhere else after? Because I'd really want to re-sign him if I was Warriors, but like also I don't know the inner workings of all that. Hopefully, TJC clips. Hopefully, mate. I think every series is better when you have a decider, because the third game's just so boring if you don't. How your Legends' tipping going so far this week? I think I've got 1 right. This has been a bit of a funny round when it comes to tipping, right, Legends? Like, I tipped the Sharks, they lost. I tipped Panthers, they lost. I tipped the Bulldogs, they lost. I tipped Para, the tip that everybody said was the dumb tip. That's the funniest thing about my tip, all right? So far I'm correct with the Warriors tip, but, you know, it might not be for long. The joke is the fact that the tip that I got right so far is the one tip where everybody told me that's a silly tip to make. Isn't that so funny? That the one tip that's correct this round is the tip nobody would have got. That's just funny to me. Hosking through the middle here. And I'm almost going to give up on tipping Panthers until... Mate, I'll tell you now, I'm not tipping Panthers next week, even though they play... Well, even though they play Para, I just don't. Good high kick there, Sebastian Chris, and he had a good jump kick there before going down. You did tell me, Mel. You did tell me, Mel. Again, I am convinced you should be doing the tips. You should be doing the tips, Mel. Give us the tips for next round. Give us the tips for next round, Mel. I know you wanna. Warriors, with 5 minutes to go, take the goal line dropout now. Over to the left side of the field, and it ends up in the hands. Great catch there by Weeks. 40, because I've got 2 wrong this week. Oh, it's crazy how few you can get incorrect and it drops you significantly. That's how tight tipping can be. He's playing a Jersey flag and got promoted to cup side. Metcalf wants to stay, but I think Webby has other ideas. You welcome? You reckon, Mel? All right. Just thought I'd ask because, you'd understand Warriors better than I would. And short pass, Raiders. Raiders, here they go. They're a man down and they're forcing themselves. No, they couldn't get through. There's no way this team's a man down. We spoke about this just before. Teams love when they're a man down to play better for some reason. Aren't they finishing this first half in a flurry right now? Fogarty around. To Smitty's there for the turning those legs over to the right here. Papali'i here. Getting around. And strong defense there held out. Round to the right here. I don't want to hear about long legend. I uploaded I remember some of my vlogs take an hour to finish the processing stage because of all the music and things we use. Some of my vlogs take like an hour to do. Like for YouTube to upload it. Raiders finishing well here. Here they are, the first half. Papali'i going around here. Josh Papali'i onto the ground here. Josh Papali'i doesn't compare to Joash Papali. He's the real legend. Parramatta's a future star. Over left side here. Should be playing 14 next week for us. Raiders held up above the line. 2 left more. Just 2 left. Just 2 left. Just 2 left. Starting a spiral here. Strange goes around to Sebastian Chris. And Sebastian Chris around. And Chris held out in it. Weeks, Fogarty kicks it in the air here, and it's been completely freely lost there. Another dropout coming out potentially. I feel like the bunker would want to be certain of what he saw there. We want 8 in a row. We want 8 in a row. Hey, that's on their team, mate. It's not that they never had good teams. They just never performed to our level. Wish we did not lose last year in Origin. Oh, I wish so too, mate. But, at the end of the day, that's part of being a fan, sadly. You win some, you lose some, you build, you get back to it, you win some, then you lose some again. It's like the circle of life, kind of, unfortunately. Horsburgh. Round the right here. The Rager is back on the field, legends. I repeat, the Rager is back on the field. The Rager is in la route. He's in route. The Rager's in route. That would be an obstruction of the defence, has he not taken the tackle there, Strange. Some you looser. Gamble. Well, it's the truth. You win some, you lose some. Short kick here. Round the Raiders and out of play. Chance to Klukstad. And this is great here from the Raiders, but the clock is ticking down. It probably should be 8-6 at half time in a second, based on how the Warriors are going. Only a penalty goal between these two sides at the moment. A penalty goal that Tarpany was furious about. Metcalf takes the kick. And what? They're offside. Offside. What? I think Metcalf booed his own team. Oh my god, yeah. What the heck was that, Warriors? Bobby, you were so offside it wasn't even funny. And you're going to be all square in our time. What are you doing? You had one job, Poppy. Stay still. Stay still. Like, come on, man. Goodness me. Jamal Fogarty joining Manly next year on a 3-year deal. Getting ready for this kick. A player that adds a lot to any team he plays for. To this day, I wonder if Gold Coast regret losing him. Fogarty makes it 8-all! Look away, Wise fans. Look away. What's that? What are those fans doing? Up the Wise side, but wearing Raiders jumpers. 8-all. Yeah, I know how you felt. It's terrible, Legend. It's terrible losing. Mate, it's just the worst thing about... Imagine, but you know what? At the end of the day for me, right, and it's probably because of what I do and that, but it's not just... do I want to win? Yes. Yes, but what do I love more than winning? I love my team. I love my community. I love my place. I love my club. I love my relationship with the boys. I love the chats. I love the supporters that are generally around me. Not the fan base isn't perfect, but in general, and I love I love the change in effort. You see, we're out of that bad time. We're out. Well, no, we're not out of that bad time. Let me correct myself. We are not out of that bad time in terms of where we stand on the ladder, but we are out of the bad time where we have no idea where we're going. All right, where we don't know, because there was a time where we had no clue where we were going, and it was this time last year. Then we picked up Riles, all right, as our coach. He's walked in. He's seen all this stuff that us fans for years have been saying they've been neglecting. And now we have better fan interaction, more members events, more players that actually care about winning for this team and for this team purely. Players that'll stay here for the sake of being our players. Players that recognize when fans are loyal and go to most games. I'm trying to think more here. A coach that acknowledges us when when people are out the back after a heavy loss. A team that actually like each other and want each other to do well. We youngsters coming through. Our SG team literally was undefeated until finals. I know we didn't win it due to very unlucky circumstances. However, it was still a great performance. It was still a great performance. One sec, I've got to edit this to say TJC Sports Halftime Show. You just got to look at the small positives in life. It's okay that you don't like your fullback, Legend. Well, TJC Sports Halftime Show. It's okay not to like your fullback, Legend. I'm a bit... I used to be a bit... I haven't always liked every player in my team, but it's about looking at the overall team, not necessarily the player you dislike. And William Hunt drops in the Legend Wills. Appreciate you, Mo, with the $15 donation, mentioning the best part about all of this new para stuff is we have now seen Panthers at bottom twice this season. 1 minute silence. Legend. All right? 1 minute silence. No. They ain't getting 1 minute silence from me. You know what? I'll give them a minute silence when we beat them next week, all right? TJS is going to be in a weird spot. He's going to be standing up because of the fact that he's obviously sitting in the away bay with Para fans, but he'll survive. During Hunter show, I'm going to listen to my song. All good, mate. Enjoy your song, bro. Enjoy your song, mate. What the? Weird. We got W's in the chat here for our boy Wills, who I'm actually going to heart it off, mate. We appreciate you, mate. Love the dono there. Obviously, legends, you do not have to donate to the channel, but it is extremely appreciated. I do really, really, really feel grateful. It's, helps out a lot. Or Eels for the W next week. Eels for the W next week. Indeed, Mel. Indeed. Oh, no, it just says you left free. That's weird. It just says you left free comments, but there's literally nothing in the comments. Pretty odd, but, that's all good. Feeling good. You know what? It's just great to be back. I needed to get a stream out, legends. Like, it didn't feel right not getting a stream out. That doesn't mean that the vlog's not going to come out till like 7 or something for all I know, probably. But, I think it's a price I'm willing to pay because I just, I really do enjoy the streams. It's just about finding that time. You go into the game? 100% I am, William. I'll be sitting in the away bay. So not bay 115 like I always do. By the way, for those legends who go, what's bay 115? I can never find bay 115. Bay 115 is, if you can't find the number, it is the bottom level of and it's called the Mick Cronin stand. All right? Okay, legends? For those of you who may be like, where's 115? It's a Mick Cronin stand. It's literally the middle of the stadium almost. Like the middle of the stadium that isn't the side with the tunnel, the other side. That's where you'll always find me during home games. For this one, though, I will be away at the top, like left corner. I'm pretty certain at the moment, legends. I don't quote me on that 110%, but I'm pretty confident that that's the case at the moment here. Yeah, the Para Bay, towards the front of it too. Looking forward to it. Let's get passionate for our side. Yeah, it's weird that you're getting a lot of comments, legend, that's just, maybe it's just bugging out. That could be the case with your thing, but it's weird that there's a lot of mutes things popping up. Have you got a fan of you at a game yet? Legend? I can't go to CommBank, all right, without somebody. It's actually kind of like, it's actually quite frustrating. I love it. I love it, but yeah, no, I do get stopped a lot. Yeah, in fact, to get to my seats, literally last week, I got stopped about four or five times, and I I was running late, so obviously I had to keep it quick. But like, I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it from my viewers. Para viewers, it's mostly the vlogs that they're there for, but the streams, that just adds to the channel's community and makes it that little bit extra when each week when we play different ones. Got some pictures. Absolutely, legend. I had again a few months ago. I actually had someone want a signature from me. So yeah, no, I just don't think about it too hard, because to me, I'm not anything unique. I'm just a guy who films stuff. But I appreciate the recognition and the excitement I give people. Apparently. That's nice. That's a nice feeling that you can't really explain, Alrighty. 71 votes, mate, on the poll. 77, well, no, that's the percent. 71 votes on the poll here. 77% going Warriors, 21% going Raiders, 1% going draw here. It's tough being fair. Mate. Oh, you're right, bro. So tough, man. I'm practically dying, man. Nah, it's not tough. I love it. I love it. It's just, it's something to get used to, you know? Something to get used to because, yeah, obviously, it's not to the level of some other creators, but like, it's still very frequent and a lot more frequent than it has been previous years. Seriously, the amount of times that, because what happens, Legends, all right, is that one will recognize me and one will come up to me, and then one will see that somebody recognized me, and then they'll come up because they came up, and then someone else will come up, and then someone else will come up, and I will end up having to stand there for 10 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it's like, a stack. Forbid when I pull out the camera. I've actually got people now that literally move seats just to sit behind me. Like there's people that literally nowadays, all right, it doesn't happen every game, but there are people that literally buy tickets sometimes just to sit behind me for the vlog. And I'm not even making that up. I've had people tell me this. It's kind of crazy. Even more says, Stel fan, we just got everybody just wants to leave the mute messages. It's all right, man. It's all right. I'll survive with my $15 fame, William. I'll survive. My $15 fame is amazing. Bro, I'm rich. My fame is... I'm so famous, bro. So rich. Overall, that game was pretty good so far, 8-all. Warriors should be in the lead. That's the thing. They should be leading. They just should be, but they're not. They're not. And why aren't they? They aren't because Pompey decided that he wanted to go for a jog in the middle of a dropout. Seriously, I would be fuming if I was a Warriors fan. Obviously, it's not the end of the game, but that is the last thing you want heading into halftime. A 2-point lead is better than no point leads. William Hart says Raiders played better with a man down. They did, William. They did. You know what? All right, Legends. Let's get it going. Raiders should play with only 12 men. It's official. It's official. Only 12 men. That should be what it is for Raiders. Nothing else more, nothing else less. Wise have lost 2 games all season. I'm aware. But hear me out. I don't care really. No, I'm kidding. I care. The Warriors should still win this one, but it was just brain explosion, brain snap, boom from him. Not what you would have wanted to see. Got to be better, right? Just got to be that bit better, a little bit more in it. Jordan don't like my team. Sore losers, I say. I love it because I joke like I'm not. Yeah, I joke like I'm not of my heritage with my grandfather and that. I joke like I don't have that connection to Warriors where I really like them. But like, I'm so Aussie. Aussie and it's just an Aussie thing, Mel. It's apparently... Does that happen to YouTube? Yeah, it uploads and then what they do is they save it essentially. So the upload is it going to YouTube and then they're saving it for its legend. It's a 2-step process. It's a 2-step process. A 2-step process. 2-step process. Hey, look at that! What I can do. Do it. I'm gonna break the stream doing this, changing it up and down. That's my bad. I'm gonna break it. That's my bad. Yo, hey, isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? It like puts your chat there. That's pretty cool. I like that. To be right has always been tough for us. At least Webby doesn't kick chairs like Ricky does. Like Ricky does. At least he doesn't. At least he doesn't. That's something that you can be happy about, Mel. I think both are lovely, lovely people, but yeah, no, I'd rather Webby as a coach, you know. But you can't take away from the respect that is demanded. Australia, just some count. No, it's an update they've added to this, so that's cool. That's pretty cool. There we go. All right. Anyways, legends, second half will be underway in a second here, so we're changing it up. That's actually brilliant. To be fair, Raiders always been tough for us. At least Webby doesn't kick chairs. Yeah. How about that young Savala? He keeps getting better. Oh, he's a future superstar, legend. He's a future superstar right here on the channel. All right. I still think I'd be a fan of a second Warriors team, but also, you know, the Wars are the Wars. You know, it'd be tough to see another team. Kicking off here, the second half is underway. Or on screen. That's cool, mate. That's cool, but I'm happy with what I've got. Here we go, legends. Up the Raiders. Up the Raiders, Mel. Up the Raiders. Wait, hang on a second. Hang on a second, Mel. You're a Wars man. What the heck? Messing with my brain. Messing with my brain. Raiders over to the right here. Josh Papali around here. Josh Papali held on the halfway line now. Starling over to the left side now, and Weeks will look to take himself on here, spread around. I almost read count wrong. Almost. Almost, legend. Not quite. Now back round to the right. Fogarty here. How are your tips going at the moment, lads, says Jason Reader. Oh, they're going all right, legend. They're going all right. They're going you know. I've got one right. I've got two right if Warriors win, but I've got one right so far officially. Two just because I'm joined the dark side. That Clark around here. I wonder if I do. What if I do that? There we go. That's better. That's much better. Yep, there we go. And taken by Xavier Savage here. To the ground he goes. A good play from him this afternoon. Round the middle here, the milk. Score predictions, says Mel. Score predictions right now. Mate, I'm still going with the Raiders. Still got to go with Raiders. Why can't, you know, I don't see much point else, right? Got to go with Raiders in this one. I just want to test something out. I'm just going to test something out right now. Okay, so I'm looking at my comments right now that's on my screen. If I removed that, I want to test this out for privacy reasons, if that would work. If I do that, does that change? It doesn't. All right. All good. All good. Was just curious about something. We're fine. Let's carry on. I think that the StreamYard thing is a little frozen. There we go. You joined the green side, Mel. Where is the Viking clap? Where is the Viking clap? Where is it? Come on, Mel. Give us it. Canberra said he do a 4-point field goal. 4-point field goal, bro. Wow. The only thing Man City are doing is losing to Palace in finals. Congrats to Crystal Palace. That's one of the best days ever in sporting history. 15 out now. Raiders just on third tackle here. Fogarty round the left side. Papali'i here. 36 minutes to go. Papali'i going down to the ground here. Starling. 40. Back around. Strange. Goes back. Fends them off here. Just spins back to the ground here. Well, you're just asking for trouble soon, aren't you? Raiders. Through the middle. Gets towards Hosking. And Hosking down on the ground there. Hosking gets him down. And that's a good play there from Harris to Vita. Egan. Short through the middle now. Keep running with it. Cutting the back rowers in half here. Through the middle. Warriors. Held back up in it. That's maybe going to Tigers. He may have been legend, but now the most recent reports are that the Broncos will be extending him by one more year, legend. But yes, there were talks he's going to Tigers. Doesn't seem like it's the case now from what I hear as it stands. But yeah, I did hear about it, and it would be a crazy signing had he gone. Reynolds at Tigers. Woo-wee. Starling now. Over to the right here. Back around. Their halfback goes to the ground. And it's only one video. Did you put anything that could be possibly copyrighted, legend? Or do you have poor internet? Because that stuff can play a huge factor in the process of it. How long it takes. Raiders. Oh, here we go. He takes off. Strange. Through it all. And, oh my goodness, that was a bit of a bug on the screen. And they're a real weapon here. Ethan Strange kicks it, and out of play it goes. RTS looking for the counter-attack here for them. Fun fact, this is the 24th last game sold out in 27 games. That is amazing, Mel. That is actually amazing, Mel. That is amazing. Copyright is music and claiming ownership of imagery that is not yours, as well as, like, for example, footage of games would also be copyright as well, or, you know what I mean, legend? Like, footage of games would also be copyright on YouTube, for at least for videos. For example, unless you heavily altered the thing. So that's just an example for you, mate. If it's footage that you technically do not own, that you'd say would be broadcasted by a big company, you'd consider it their property, and they can, yeah. Righto. Maybe they think you're trying to impersonate me. Nah. Jackson forward through the. Well, that should be okay, legend. How big's the file? It's only a minute? That's weird. Maybe it's your internet, bro. Remember, it connects better on Wi-Fi than it does any circular data. Through the left here, Kurt Catewell, and the ball messes up there, down on the ground. Ruled your hands behind the ball. We got a challenge coming up now. There we go. The ref comes on in here. Captain's challenge. But here we come it. I'm going to rename that sponsorship to the TJC Captain's Challenge. Looking at it here, Warriors. Backwards. That'd be backwards, surely. And they're like, David. Well, then something probably went wrong, legend. I'm going to be honest, I don't really mind, man, legends. Right, circular or silly. Celia. My bad, legend. Good for you, mate. All right. Warriors. Through the middle here. Jackson forward here. Held back. Outside the 20, Egan. Back over through the middle here, legends. And that is a power pack there. The Raiders getting him down, the green wrapping on the delicious bar inside. Fifth tackle here. It took a world of stopping there. Aaron Clark has to kick it. And there's actually a winger there. DWZ. Oh! DWZ is screaming that the Canberra Raider made the mistake. And the referee is not having a bar of it here. Goodness me, let's go. No suspensions, please, like that other clown that's not playing. Please, no. Is Egan captain all of a sudden? I didn't check who your captain was, Legend. Is your captain Egan? Let me see. I mean, no, your captain's Kurt Catewell for this game, apparently, Mel. Apparently for this game, you got Catewell. You got an Aussie as yours. Best YouTube live stream, says Blim Flabber. Appreciate it, legend. Appreciate it, mate. The Raiders get him back. Jackson Ford steps around here. And playing like that, he holds him back to the 20 now. Ford with a bit of a grin there as the referee blows his whistle. Wade Egan just chatting with the team a bit about how to do this. That was a knock on Raiders. And the ref didn't see it, legend. The ref didn't see it. That's the unfortunate truth of it. Sometimes the ref's not going to see it. And we just got to keep playing. Warriors dominating the poll despite how even it is. Legends, as it stands, it's literally a draw. So I don't really see where the lack of... You know what, legends? TJC, all right, despite his tip, will be putting his vote on the draw, all right? There you go. Never's an idiot. Alrighty. Warriors to make it 2 points in their favour here. 30 minutes left in this game. Metcalf. To carve them up here. The black-white Kiwis are through. And the Waz will lead 10-8 in this one. The home side on top of it all. On top of it all. Here we go. There you go, legends. All right, cool. Well, that's good, legend. Glad you fixed it. All righty, 29 minutes to go. Held back here. Over to the right. No, to the left. Middle, actually. I was pulled 3 times. 3 times I was pulled. Egan through the middle. Now to forward. Jackson Ford goes forward. And forward. He's held. To the right then. And that's a good, pretty sight there. Spun around. Held on the ground now. Possession back in favour of the Raiders here. To the right side here. Looking for the pass now. Fogarty takes the ball to the line itself. Back around the middle here. Atamariota. Played it through. Clark leads the tackle there to help forward out. Canberra Raiders to the left side. So as you can probably tell, Mel says, our game plan is to win by 1 point or 10. We are not worrying about for and against, according to Metcalf's interview. That's fair enough, legend. That's fair enough. Get enough wins, it doesn't really matter, right? Don't stress about for and against. That's for us bottom teams to stress about, legend, not you. Canberra Raiders held behind the try line here. So left side. Strange, kicks low, and oh, that wasn't a great kick. Warriors get the ball back here. Not a great kick at all, actually. On the ground it goes. Metcalf just one hand in it there. One hand. And that left side for the Raiders proving a bit of a problem. No communication really from them there. It's not a passionate lead. It's not a great lead, but it's a lead. And that's all you really need sometimes, right? Monteafoa. Warriors. Forward. Jumps around here. It is Wazundi's kept back. Mariota and Fogarty working well to get him back there. Then to the middle here where Metcalf under huge pressure will kick it and get it to the Raiders who landed on the 30 now. 35 actually. He fends the ball off. He's going to squeeze over to the 40 before going down here. A great play from him. I'm loving the Wild's game plan at the moment, but they're going to have to keep it together. Their game plan is smart, but it's also one of the most stressful kind of game plans you can have in the game we love. Sevilla Tamale. Tomoko held. Smithies for Mariota here. Gets a pass out the back here to Starling, and Starling pushed back here. And Starling in a bit of a tangle there, held on the ground. There's a bit of confusion, but the Raiders are going to play the ball. That's an interference in the ruck. No, the referee is going to view error. I think that was an interference in the ruck, personally. Did I get a challenge? Oh, they were going to challenge, but it's over the challenge. My initial viewing of it was that it was a bad... I initially viewed it as a bad play of the ball. That's unlucky. That's unlucky. That's super unlucky, actually. Sorry, legends. When the first grade of New South Wales Cup team are killing it this year, the Wilds has a huge chance to win the Premier. William, I am not a Wilds supporter. They are probably like my third team now that the Bears are announced in the comp. But what they are is a team that I would 50 times over the Dogs love to see win it. And if the Wars and the Dogs were the grand final, I am showing up in my Moana Heritage jersey and cheering on the Wars like no tomorrow. All right? You get a full-on Warriors supporter in me if it's Dogs or Warriors this year. All right? Purely because of how much better the Wars are. Up the Wars. My opinion, those means the Wars was deep, good talent team. Oh, well, they've got a future with their players coming up, the Warriors. They're one of the teams to look out for. Canberra Raiders. Tarpany is fired up this game. I don't think he's happy. I think he's furious with the ref. Up the mighty Warriors. Let's go, boys, says Lewis. Let's go, boy. Let's go. Let's go. Remember, legends, if you're enjoying the stream, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel as we chase 5K to keep up with this legendary content here. Through the middle here. And onto the field. The Raiders make a change. Forward, Warriors, then Tigers, Paradise. Fair enough, forward. Fair enough. Fair enough. I think we all have a team we have a soft spot for, but just it's not the team love we have for our actual team, right? I have a soft spot for Bears because they literally were the family team at one point. I do not have... And then the Warriors, it's heritage, like deep heritage, where I have a feeling for them. On the 10-meter line now. Starling to the left here. Played back over to Starling, who gets it to Mariota. Mariota for the line. Mariota covered well there by the Warriors. Starling to Kayo Weeks. Kayo Weeks, he kicks low there. Warriors definitely played at that. I think that's a Warriors knock on. It is a knock-on from the Warriors. They're going to have to defend again here. 23 minutes left. Or 22 minutes and 49 seconds to be exact. Was that it would be Fizz, that would be Cows for me. Fair enough, Mel. Fair enough. That's pretty good. That's not a bad list. Youngblood killing it. Indeed they are, Mel. Indeed they are right now, the Youngblood. You know what? That's something that I've been proud about with Para too. It's Youngblood that we're looking to the future with. Even though the talk is that Galvin's landed at Dogs, we've got a great kid called Lorenzo coming up that should be something else for us. And then on top of Lorenzo, we've got, who knows? Moses started as a 5'8" kind of, so I guess, we got this Fletch guy that could be all right. We've also got a ton of young, great players in many positions. I'm scared for the wing position in the future because there's about 4 kids coming through that are great. 5 meters out from the line. Weeks around here. And Atlanta to be so I was sad because Paris smashed us. That's all good, legend. I understand. Mate. Sometimes it's hard to lose. It's all right. You'll bounce back next week. Add another one to the list here. Fogarty around to the left here. Almost through. Can't quite break in though. Held back there against the Warriors on their line here. It's a full 6 again set for them. Strange! Almost busts them up alone. With a dumping shot, he's down. And the referee's going to blow penalty. He's gone! The Warriors in the bin! Repeated infringements and Charsticle Klokstad is going to the bin. Off he goes. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. And the Raiders are going to level the game with a kick and be a man up. That's a huge loss for the Warriors. They're going to have to survive 10 minutes of the next 21 without a player. Can they do what Raiders did and play better without him? Or is this going to get worse? Fair is fair, says Mel. Fair is fair. Fair is fair. Jamal Fogarty. It's about to be 10 points all here as we reach the half an hour mark. Here we go. 20 minutes to go. And we get it. 10 all. The Raiders are yet to lead in this game yet, legends. The Warriors. Can they keep it together in these tight moments? Also, CNK is the next Raider, so go figure. Go figure, legend. Go figure, legend. Makes sense. Makes sense. He's trying to get his team to win. He realized the truth. Right? He went, I'm a Raider at heart. And, when I can't stay on the field playing them, 10 in the bin, he says bye-bye. And obviously, while you've got no vids tomorrow, you've got a vid coming right after this stream today. And then you've also got, after tomorrow, almost 3 or 4 straight days of content. So enjoy. You guys are going to be packed for it. We should hit 5K. Raiders on the 30 here. Going around. It's a great job there. Paddy to the left here. It's a big week of Origin in the coming days here. Also, shout out to Women's State of Origin Series legends. That'll be good. That is Thursday in Newcastle, folks. That's right. Thursday in Newcastle. By the way, shout out to it as well. Not just Women's State of Origin and the Men's State of Origin. All right. Not just that. We also have the Girls League coming out very soon in the next month and a bit. So we'll be checking that out too when that begins on the channel as well. Rigged, says Mel. It's all rigged. Warriors get the ball here. That must have been rigged too. Held on the 40 now. What a game. Warriors. Held on their back here. How are Warriors winning 77%? Like, respect to it, Warriors fans. Like, you're passionate, but my God, I am in shock that, like, you're winning by so much on the poll. Like, it's 10-all. It's 10-all with 18 to go. Alrighty, and Metcalf's going to clear it over to the side here, and on the 10-meter line there. He's held back in it here, goes around there, just going up in it. And he's nimble there to Marley, who's taken off. Go to Marley. They're still going. They're still going. They keep going. Just slipping out of tackles there. He's just so powerful. Shout to Ford Mariri. Appreciate you, legend, with the $2 donation to the channel, mate. You are an absolute legend. I will be shouting out all the donos, whopping 2 of you at the end of the stream as well. Appreciate every single one of you. A huge W from Ford. Speaking of W's, Ford getting for the line! Ford getting for the line! Ford has given Raiders a try! There you go, Jamal Ford, the halfback, puts Raiders in the lead. And this is why I'm in so much shock that the Warriors are so dominant on the pole. Absolutely brilliant from them. And the Wires will be chasing points back now. He could have panicked, tried to sidestep, but no. He just goes, that line's mine. That line's mine, and I'm going for it. Ford says I got 2 phones. Cool, Ford. Cool, legend. Good for you, mate. Glad to hear it. I've only got 1 phone personally, but 2 sounds cool. There was just no real pressure on that pass. And the Wires look damned. Deary me, says Mel. Deary me. Deary us. Deary us. You know what? You and 77% of our tippers are going, deary me. Mel? Deary. This is a huge kick in the game. You got 2 phones. Awesome, Ford. Goodness me. Finding space in the middle of the field here. Ford. To take the kick. The Vikings are going crazy. All right. All right, legend. I'll check that out. I'll check that out after this stream's over, mate. 15.5 minutes to go. I also got to work on my vlog. Remember that. Because that is so close to coming out. I've just got to do the post-game thing, which will take me a few minutes. And then after that, I've got to make the thumbnail and put up the try things, put those in, you know, that extra overlay stuff that comes in for a few seconds and stuff. But yeah, that should be up by around 7 at the latest. It should be around 7 something at the latest. Mel with those Raiders fans. Yeah, the Raiders fans are pretty funny, aren't they? The Raiders fans are pretty good. Can't believe that. Oh, I can't believe that. The kick, it fell out of the sky here. It fell out of the sky here. What on earth was that? Asking complete knock on. Complete immediate knock on. That's a terrible effort. And Warriors are right in front here. It is 16-10 at the moment. Do we see a world where it becomes 16 all in no time? No joke. This game could be a golden pointer. Or it could be a draw even. All right? All right? And if it is a draw, you literally got to bow to the 1% that tips that. Metcalf through the middle here. Hosking and the good tackle, and the referee's actually going to say stolen there. It's going to be a penalty to Warriors here. Alrighty. Egan taps and goes. Full 6 tackle set. Jackson forward now through the middle. Tackled on the ground now. The Warriors. Great opportunity here. Metcalf striking through is Catewell now. Kurt Catewell around. Catewell gets himself to the ground. Egan then to the right side here. No look pass. It's a bit of a dummy there from Martin. Martin couldn't get them started with the comeback held. Egan scurries in for Metcalf. Metcalf now with speed, kicks it, chases in here. There was a bit to look at in that one there, but it's a goal line dropout, it looks like. Tackled in goal, Weeks. Kayo Weeks. Yeah, committed to the tackle. And then the Raiders force it forward. Yeah. Alrighty. And Raiders with the goal line dropout here. Hitting it over. That is a long dropout. Gets to past the halfway line here. Harris DeVita gets to forward, who will smash into the 40 here, going down to the ground. Put down inside that 40-metre line. We go to Niokore, the former Parramatta Eels player. Strong charge from him. Hey, the commentator said it! Former Parramatta Eel legends! Metcalf for Layman, who goes around here. 3 players used on this set by the Warriors. Converted try the difference. Ball's on the ground, scraped out. Catewell offloads. Now it's Tamari Martin here. Tamari Martin. Martin started. Held. 20 now. Egan. Ooh, he slipped a bit there. Dear me, the Warriors. Well, Layman tumbles to the ground. Number 5. Harris Tavita. Kicks it to the left out wide. Oh, it's lost by Raiders. He's got to score. No. It was not forward by Canberra. I can't believe that's not a try. 6 again. Here we go forward, around. This is pure panic stations right now for the Raiders. They're desperate. This is going to be a massive effort. Egan. It is Egan. It's another 6 again. I wouldn't be shocked if Raiders had a player put in the bin soon if they keep giving these away. Metcalf digs in. Martin joins in. DWZ offloads back and Strange is there. That's not what the Warriors wanted. That's not what the Warriors would have wanted. Tamale now. Take it off. 11 minutes left. This is huge pressure right now. Raiders have to defend this 6-point lead. It would only be a 4-point lead had Pompey not. Couple of minutes of remaining to the right here. The Raiders doing a lot better than their Faders title. And here we go. Nickel Clockstad. He's back. He's back, legends. Charles Nickel Clockstad. He's back on the field. CNK. Can he bring on the lucky chance? Remember to get your votes in, legends, while it still matters. A low kick there to the 20 now from the turf for Chance. He runs into the line here. The Raiders holding him back. It's a huge lead in these conditions. Wet weather. Legends, 10 minutes to go. Back around to the left side here. 3 tries in the game so far. RTS. Egan. Back round here. Fending off the line here. Warriors. Super fast play the ball that one. Metcalf. Gets it through to the right. Niokore. And Niokore held 25 out. On the 5th tackle now. He's got back to the edge. He was in the middle. Lombardi hits backwards here. And the Raiders have scurried and picked the ball up. Oh! The ref rules knock on. Challenge. You got nothing to lose, Raiders. Yeah. The Raiders have nothing to lose. Okay, so I think it makes sense for them to challenge here with 9.5 minutes to go. Well, they do have something to lose, but I feel like it's worth risking with 9 minutes to go. I think a challenge is worth risking. Does it bobble? Does it bobble? It might have bobbled there. They might have to support the on-field decision of knock on. I'm in shock that that's going to be successful. I'm in shock that that's going to be successful. I don't think there was enough there to overrule. All right? I don't think there was enough there to overrule. Then again, there wasn't enough there to overrule the power tackle, was there? But you did that anyways, didn't you, Bunker? Didn't you? So, of course. 9.5 minutes to go. That was good from stretch. That's just lost. That's just lost. They're getting the penalty, aren't they? I know they will. No, they won't. Knock on. Knock on, yeah. Bad there from them. And here come the Warriors. Slippery when wet. William, it's very slippery when wet, legend. Very, very slippery while wet. Don't forget to hit that like button, legends. Oh, and Patty, they're talking about possibly being on the field. Through to the right here. Warriors, they need a try, and they need it soon. Especially if they don't want this going to golden point if they were to score even one later. Clark through the middle here now. The drums are beating, quite literally for them. Go Media Stadium or Mount Smart here. Through the middle, Catewell takes off here. And in the second half, they're held. Egan to the right, Tamale Martin. Metcalf, he goes around, he's held. What a good tackle on him. 2 left in the set now. To the left side. Here we go, Martin and Jackson forward held. Hosking wants to get up and play it to the left side. They kick it low. It's a huge mess. The Raiders don't know what to do. And it's going to be another goal line dropout. The Raiders are desperate to defend right now. I reckon this is... If the Warriors do score again, it's golden point. I'm convinced. Goodness me. Every time they seem to go to their right, Warriors, they seemed... Alrighty, cool. Oh, no! That's terrible for the Warriors. Raiders. Pure torture on them. Harris to Vita. They get to the halfway line. Jackson forward here. It would have been 6 wins in a row. It's not done yet at all. Warriors are the Warriors after all. New Zealand is never a place where you can write them off. They love a late try. They love one. Go to the right. Metcalf. Inside ball. Niokore. Up to the 20. 6 minutes 30 remaining. 28, 27, 26, 25. You get the idea. Over to the left side here. Roger to Avasashek. Comes back towards the middle here. With its speedy legs around here. It's 5 and last here. Metcalf. Stick it out wide here. Oh, DWZ got it, but it wasn't meant to be. 6 minutes to go. Be careful. Tamale's looking to take off. Oh, he's dropped the ball. And Warriors wanted the play on here. Warriors are despising that decision. They're despising that decision. They're furious with it. And it looks like DWZ doesn't feel amazing. Oh, spiral landing. Spiral landing. He spun fully around there, DWZ. And there we go. 5 to go. To the right side. Raiders going through it all. Held on the ground here on the mark. Back to the 10. Can they complete a set here, the Canberra Raiders? Get it out of their own end. 4.5 minutes to go. All the pressure is on the Raiders to hold this together. The Warriors to regain the lead. Can they force the ball free at some point, the Warriors? Martin on Martin there. One's bigger than the other. To the right side, Horsburgh, Fody, and Sasagi through the middle. Or Sasagi, we should be calling him this game. Good far kick there. Take it on the fly into the 20. He'll collect it. He goes around here for the Warriors now. Linking in with Tavasashek here. Tavasashek, he beats him. He fends him off. That is a brutal tackle. I'm questioning that. And the ref agrees. Penalty. Penalty. Penalty for the Warriors. And we got a fight starting. A little bit of a disagreement. Aaron Clark's fuming about that one. He does lead with the shoulder. He does lead with the shoulder, Tarpany. Cool Aaron Clark down, though. That's what he's telling the captain to do right now. He does lead with the shoulder, but there's no. It's just a bad tackle. It's not actually. I doubt they'll put him in. That they'd ever call him for the bib for that. Through the middle here. Held on the ground now. Back around. Charles Nickel Klukstad. Klukstad down on the ground here. Second tackle. This might be one of their last chances in the game to get this done. Again, as I said earlier, I reckon if the Wires score, it's got to be golden point. Full time's on the way here. Metcalf to Charles Nickel Klukstad. They've got so many players. They've covered the right side well. Martin on the left foot step. Held back on the ground. I don't see SJ right now, forward. Harris DeVita kicking it in the... That could be a penalty in the air. No, it's a Warriors penalty. An escort runner. The kicker was taken out. Yeah. Yeah, that's a late tackle. It's lazy from Tom Starling. Raiders are challenging. That challenge isn't going to work. They're going to get a breather. That challenge isn't going to work. That's going to be that's going to be changed to try. It's going to be okay. Warriors are going to get the attack here, definitely. It is smart by Canberra, though. You know, they're going to get themselves in order, defense ready, and they're going to hold them out here. A sin bin! Oh, it's worse for them! It's worse for them! Instead of just a pen, it's a bin! I heard that! It's going to be a bin for Tom Starling! All right. Starling's gone for the rest of the game. And Starling, one of the try scorers for Raiders in this lead, is gone for the game. Warriors are man up. Here we come. Indeed it could, Jason. But the Warriors have to take advantage. If it gets to Golden Point 2, though, there's 12 men in that period. Warriors haven't scored yet, though. You got to remember that. As it stands, Raiders are the winners. To the right. Going around here. The Raiders have to dig deep here. Find every piece of them that wants to win this game if they want to get over the line. If they want to get over the line! Did they? Did they keep him up? This is the biggest play of the game, potentially. This would be one of the great try savers. Yeah, that's brilliant. That's utterly brilliant. There you go, that's official. Time on here. Warriors. Here's Aaron Clark. Former Titan. Trying to force around here. They're not getting off him. Egan. 2 plays, potentially. Metcalf. Nearly slices them here. Ah! That's inspiring by Canberra. And it's a knock-on from Warriors. Now the Warriors literally can't win unless it's Golden Point. The Warriors literally can't win unless it goes to Golden Point, Legends. A minute and a half to go. Raiders will play this ball for as long as they can. And God forbid, if it gets 6 again, it's done. Right, they were a man down. They were a man down and they held them out like that. Oh no, the ball's come out the back. There's 6 more tackles. Oh, Warriors. Oh, Warriors. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, Warriors. I find it hard to see where the Raiders don't win now. Second tackle. Raiders to go to 9 wins for the year. They're going to wind the clock down here. This was some performance from them. Hudson Young, obviously out at Blues camp. Through to the left. All right, sing it with me, Legends. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's off. They're going to get 1 play, the Warriors, Legends. 1 play, the Warriors. And the Raiders get it. And that is a win to seal it tonight for the Canberra Raiders, Legends. They absolutely light up with excitement here. Almost top of the table with this game. That's cool forward. Almost. Typical Morata. We had a brilliant run. Messy game. Congrats, Raiders. That's good stuff, Mel. That's good stuff. See you next time, Legends. If you enjoyed the vlog, remember to... The vlog's coming up, all right? Remember that, Legends. If you enjoyed the stream, remember to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you were new and enjoyed this kind of content. We do have a vlog coming out. Be on the lookout for that, Legends. That should be out in about an hour and a bit, maybe 2. We'll see. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Appreciate you all, legends. Tough luck, Warriors fans. Maybe next time. Congratulations, Raiders. Up the milk.